got work to do.
There's a storm coming in.
Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs. Welcome back to another Doctor Who video. Today we're going to be discussing all of this new promo stuff. We've got a new trailer and we've got a bunch of new promo images for the upcoming Doctor Who season finale, The Legend of Ruby Sunday. Now, this is part 1 of 2. Next week is the Empire of Death. But this trailer, these promo images are for this week's episode. There's a lot to discuss, a lot to theorise, so let's jump in. Actually, before we do that, if you aren't already, I am just going to ask that if you like Doctor Who content, why not subscribe to the channel? It's full of Doctor Who whoniverse goodness, so hit the like button, etc. if you enjoy the videos. Also, tomorrow I've got a pretty big theory video coming out about this season, so yeah, notification bells on for that. Let's start by reminding ourselves of the plot synopsis for this episode. The Doctor and Unit investigate Ruby's past, but as the time windows reveal horrifying secrets from Christmas Eve, the mysterious Triad technology unleash the greatest evil of all. Obviously, it's airing on iPlayer on the 15th of June at midnight, and then BBC One the day after, Saturday 6:30 as per. Here's our first image. So obviously we know that Bonnie Langford is back as Mel, but I think this is not the main control room from Unit that we've seen before. I think they're underground, and yeah, things in this scene seem to be getting pretty intense. We've seen a little close-up of Lenny Rush, where he's looking kind of shocked, and I think he says, "Doctor, what is that?" So something's going on in the basement of Unit HQ, as we can see here again with Kate Stewart, who's down here with the atmospheric lighting. We've also seen Carla in a couple of photos from this set. Maybe she'll crop up in some of them. Stakes must be pretty high if Ruby's mum is being taken to Unit, whether that's for protection or she's refusing to leave her daughter's side. Here we have the upstairs of Unit, or what I presume to be the upstairs of Unit. We've got Colonel Ibrahim there and child scientist Lenny Rush, whose actual character is called Morris. Here's a shot of Lenny Rush down in the basement. It's going to be something dramatic in that basement, possibly them watching a VHS tape. Now you'll see why I think they're going to be watching a VHS tape in a moment. Here we have the moment, the meeting. The meeting we've all been waiting for throughout season 1. Well, since Wild Blue Yonder really, the Doctor and Susan Triad. There's a weird look between the pair. I can't quite tell whether, like, does she know that he knows who she is, but she knows who he knows who... Do you know what I mean? There's that weird dynamic of, I think they both probably recognise each other. The Doctor thinks she's doing something evil. She recognises him from her dreams. Something along those lines. Mel does look a bit stern though. I can't tell whether this is a little bit of a face-off, where they both know that the other knows. Like, that handshake seems quite an assertive handshake of like, yeah, don't worry, I've seen you before. Something like that, maybe. I imagine it takes place just before this photo where she goes on stage to announce something new. S-Triad technology. I'm not going to stop banging on about this because it's 100% the case. S-Triad. That's an anagram of TARDIS. TARDIS technology. Is she Susan? Susan, the Doctor's granddaughter, claims to have coined the term TARDIS back in the first ever episode. Or is she a Time Lord? What's she doing with all this Triad technology? Maybe making like commercially available TARDISes? Or time travel, or something along those lines. Then we already had confirmation, but it's great to see Donna's daughter Rose in Unit HQ with Ruby. This is, I presume, right at the start of the episode when they're all looking at those big boards with Triad technology warnings, and I think they're like code gold or something going on up there. Then this is the VHS, the mythical VHS. Ruby is holding a VHS from what appears to be like a box of old family photos or something. She's with Carla. I presume this is Carla's bedroom and Ruby in their flat. Maybe that VHS holds the truth of Ruby's identity, Ruby's family, something along those lines. Then this is a really interesting one. Cherry Sunday looks slightly scared, if anything, of Mrs. Flood. Now, Mrs. Flood, for those of you who don't remember, is the mysterious nosy next-door neighbour who broke the fourth wall, looked down the barrel of the camera and said, "Never seen a TARDIS before." There's something going on with her, but I'm getting the feeling from this image, maybe we're going to be led to believe it's going to be a dramatic evil reveal, but in reality, it's a nice reveal and she's actually there to help. There's also the possibility of Triad, there being like 3 points involved. Maybe Mrs. Flood is actually working for Susan Triad. There's Susan Triad, Mrs. Flood, and a big ancient evil that's about to be unleashed. Here we have Mel on her moped. I presume her and the Doctor go off to investigate Susan Triad together on this very stylish moped. That's it for the promo images, so let's quickly break down this new teaser trailer. There's not too much new stuff, but there's a couple of new interesting shots. This is interesting. This is the first time we've actually seen this footage not just through like a computer screen. I don't know whether that's just a stylistic choice for the trailer, but this is actual Susan Triad as this space captain from Space Babies. Then obviously, boom. Here's the interesting part, right? We can see in the top left corner, there's some big Triad announcement. So that press conference she's doing, I think there's some big announcement, and that's why I'm going with maybe it's like she's announcing time travel, or she's going to try and travel in time, something along those lines. We can see one of her other identities, Penny Pepperbean, up there on the screen. This is Unit HQ, presumably at the start of the episode when they're trying to work out everything that's going on. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think that announcement could be, that it says like Triad Technology Conference, so some sort of big announcements coming. Then we get her looking quite happy here. Like, in the other trailer, she seemed to be crying and a bit scared, but this may be, I don't know, where's this confidence coming from? Is she actually evil, or does she know she's being controlled, or is that shot of her crying in the other trailer just her lying? Who knows? Then we get Ruby in the snow, presumably. I think this is in the unit secret base thing from those photos, right at the bottom of Unit Tower. Here's Lenny Rush pointing, saying there's something evil. This, I think, is a shot directly from the VHS tape shown in those photos, and as I say, it's going to be the truth of Ruby's identity. It's got that VHS static-y effect on it, and there's some hooded figure that's presumably her mum. I know you could guess, oh, maybe it's the Trickster, something like that. I'm not 100% convinced it's the Trickster anymore, but yeah, there's something interesting going on in this VHS. Maybe Unit allow them to actually travel into the VHS, some sort of time travel cool device like that, but then why aren't they using the TARDIS? I don't know. Big explosions, Kate, Rose, and there we go. It's a very quick trailer. There's not tremendous amounts in there that's new, but yeah, it's interesting to go through those new promo images and new teaser trailer. Let me know your theories in the comments down below. There's 100% something going wrong with the TARDIS, which is what tomorrow's video will be about, so make sure you turn the notification bell on for that, and drop in the comments what you think could be going wrong with the TARDIS. I've got my theory, I'd like to hear yours. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.